using the 2 cushion route, and he's home and dry in this rack. Certainly in my opinion he is, unless he were to stupidly scratch in the middle pocket. Something that Pagulayan's likely to do. So hanging on by a thread. Well, perhaps not a thread, a bit thicker than a thread. He's back on level terms, but it seems like that. He's not been really in control, has he, for a while in this match? He's been playing catch-up. That's probably a better way to term it.
Well, he buried the 9 into that pocket this time, no doubts. Pagulayan and Fuldez are treating all the fans here and all our viewers at home to a spectacle. 7-7 in the race to 10. Anytime you defend the crown, you know there's going to be a few scares on the way to the finish line, and is this one turning out to be one of those for Pagulayan? There's Fuldez. Well, he hasn't shown us much in the way of nerves. I wonder if he's thinking about that 3 right now. Imagine being that calm where you can have a little nap in the middle of a match.
Unless you just nodded off.
Rack 15, Alex Pagulayan's break, 7-7.
I think that's not calm, that's gutted. Sick as a parrot, you know, those types of cliches. Don't go in, he says.
He'd far rather have that one sit up.
Well, I think he would have done, although where the 2 ended up, he may have had a shot on it, but if that 2 had gone in the pocket, perhaps it would have been difficult, the 2 to 3, so even though he's got some work to do to guarantee good position on the 2, always difficult to play position off a ball that's hanging in the jaws of the pocket, but even though he's not so close to this blue 2, he looks to have played the shot well enough to be able to get back for this 3.
A sure stroke that time from Alex. And now just making sure that he can get back to the middle of the table for the 5. You just can't see Pagulayan missing another easy ball again. Both he and Fuldez, I think, have seen the light in terms of gearing down with all their attention, all their focus. It's just a matter now of how the balls are going to treat them when they come to the table after the break. But you have to feel that Vilmos Fuldez has had his share of opportunities in this one. He could really have put the screws down on Pagulayan.
Yes, he certainly had the good running and good fortune, if there was any in the early part or the middle stages of the early part of this match. But he hasn't pushed home that advantage, and he has missed a couple of big shots towards the end of these racks, just to let Pagulayan back in on level terms.
A tricky 9. Got over that hurdle. Pagulayan back with his nose in front. 8-7. He'll be breaking in rack 16. The Philippine contingent here in Kaohsiung couldn't be happier right now. They've survived a few anxious moments, as has Pagulayan. For the moment, seemingly back in control.
Timing is everything, not just in striking the ball, but also from the point of view of hitting the front in the last furlong, Pagulayan seems to have perhaps timed it to perfection. He breaks. Winner breaks in the knockout phase of this World Championship. And he doesn't look the same now, does he, Folders? He's just sort of realising the magnitude of those mistakes and looks a bit, well, what do you reckon?
Track 16.
I hesitate to say
Pagulayan
miserable.
to break.
Well, just
in 8
disgruntled,
laps to
really.
6.
Difficult to erase all those negative thoughts, and that's the key to success in any cue sport.
Monster break, and he gets the reward, certainly gets the reward. Has the 5 gone safe, or is it potable into the middle pocket? Keep your eye on the 5 ball. It goes very close to this middle pocket, gets a kick for the 2. Now, does it go safe? If it doesn't go in, it is nearly nigh impossible to pot.
Oh, got to be careful here.
Very hard to tell. I think it will go in. It would have to be frozen to the rail to be a problem, I think.
Oh, that was a great strike. He couldn't get down over that the way he might have liked. He was worried about his shirt fouling on that blue 2. And the eagle-eyed Nigel Rees was all over that one.
And there's Pagulayan looking at the 5. Do you think he might play the cannon on the 7 here? Perhaps I'm looking. Oh, it does go. Oh, you see, look, he's leaning on the table and the ball's moving and rocking there. It doesn't weigh that much, does he? I could understand if it was Danny Bastovich or.
Well, looking at that, Steve, I may rock a little harder and get that 5 into the open.
I'd jump up and down to try and move it out. If he jumps any harder, might be able to double it in the opposite pocket. I was thinking if he could pot the blue 2 with right hand spin, perhaps he could collide with the brown 7, but then perhaps that's not the right shot. It's hard to say. Yeah, he's going to play it with inside English and try and bump the 7 out of the way somehow. No, that is nearly impossible. Surely going along that line, he would have got a clip on the 7 to stop this impossible looking in off.
Well, Lady Luck
Settle down, please.
not really been on Alex's side in this match. And that one was cruel. And what's more is he's feathered that 5 into the open now, Steve.
Yes, Folders can play the 5 into the same pocket. He's just got to get the judgment of pace right. It's possible to leave this one short with a bit of a tentative cue action, but it's just coming round just about potable. It's a bit shy of pace. Would have liked to have been another foot further up the table. This is missable, but gettable.
No applause, but that was a good shot.
It was one that could have gone astray.
So the advantage swings back again to Vilmos Foldez. At 8-8, he will have the break.
Seems to be heading towards 9-9. One thing I would imagine would happen, there'll be some type of crisis before the end of this match from now on. I don't get the feeling that somebody's going to run out 2 easy racks.
Not the way this rack has been, or this match has been going, Steve. You just can't see any clear-cut sprints to the finish line, can you? 8-8.